Today, I'll be telling the story of the Golden Godmother. So, once upon a time, long ago, they in a small village. There was a very wealthy farmer. The farmer's name was Lucas, and he lived happily with his wife Mary. And both of them always prayed for the God and begged him for a cute child. But no matter how hard their efforts were, God did not bless them with a child. They were so sad. Um, but but Lucas and Ma- but Lucas and Mary, they hardly believed that God will someday bless them, because they're really very kind and very humble to everyone. They are so kind that they give away donations to everyone. They didn't even think about them um, becoming broke, because they were so rich at the time that they did not know how much money they had, or how much money they are losing by giving donations daily to all the members of the village. They literally gave money to they literally donated money to everyone, to every villager in the village. So eventually they became broke, and now they did not have any money to rent the palace, or to at least or to or to at least stay in that for a night or two. So they needed to immediately empty out the palace and go to a small hut beside it. He also owned many farms. He also owned many farms, many properties, many lands, and so on. But he needs to sell all of them, just only in order to clear the in order to in, in order to give away the money of the palace. He was very sad. He was very sad because of his mistake. Both of them, he and his wife, need to live in a small cottage. And unfortunately or fortunately, at this time they have been blessed with the baby. The good news is, obviously, they are finally blessed with a cute baby, and the girl was a baby child. And the bad news is that they don't even have enough money to provide clothes for the baby, so they are very broke. They did not know what to do. Both of them were very sad, and both of them felt irresponsible for being not a, um, for being very poor to even take care of their own child. Both of them were literally very sad. They have thought about it for some time, and they tried to ask the wives of their different friends, to be the godmother for their baby, but every single one of them refused, no matter how hard they tried. So when these two, Lucas and Mary, uh, uh, were in power, and when they had and when they were very rich, all of the friends came near them, and they enjoyed with them. But now, when they are poor, not a single one of them is willing to help. They're not even opening their doors for them. After realizing all of this, Mary and Lucas, they have realized that what mistakes they have done, by trusting these types of people, and they also learned that they need to manage their money properly the next time. So so they decided to christen the baby. So the baby was taken to the chapel, and on the way to the chapel, they actually met a grandmother who was willing to be the godmother of the baby. And it was a really great news. As a godmother, the old grandmother, she did his job in the christening of the baby. And also, she gave one gold ducat to the baby, or to Lucas and Mary. And then when they returned home, the one gold ducat, it magically became many of them. Now, day by day, the gold ducats kept growing, and in 5 days, the gold ducat had stopped growing. But even though it stopped, the number of gold ducats in their house, or in their small hut, was so much. They had 5 bags of gold ducats. Now they became even more richer than they were in their past. So now they have decided, to now they have decided to wisely manage the money and not to spend it on donating on donating cheaters and liars, as their friends before, who are not even willing to open the doors to help them. um, um, After getting the gold ducats, um, this news spread all over this news spread all over the village, and everyone knew about it. But even Mary and Lucas, even both of them, they did not know how did they get this much amount of money. And finally they have realized that the um, the the grandmother, which who was the godmother of the baby during their christening, was an angel. So the angel blessed them with gold ducats and the baby. So after that, they decided to manage their money very wisely, and they lived a happy life ever after. Thank you.